Guys, I'm the Dow King, and I got AJ here, and he has a new project that is incredibly promising. I just spent the last 30 minutes going through it with him, and I am impressed. He's already got $3.2 million in here in SparkSwap.xyz. You can see it up here. It is a new DEX on Pulsechain, and what is actually really cool about all of this is that you can make money pretty much kind of risk-free, and he's kind of got some new ways of doing a farm and doing a DEX, and he's going to explain it all. And for you guys that are farming out here and making money, I've made a lot of money during this bear market on DEXs, just farming. Like I made thousands of dollars just farming and doing nothing. So if you guys are interested in making money, giving liquidity to a DEX, literally doing nothing, closing your eyes and letting it do its thing, AJ might have something for you, especially if you like HEX and Richard Heart and Pulsechain. So welcome, AJ. How are you?
Good, brother. What an intro. I love it, Dow King. Yeah, man. No, I'm so happy to be back. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you. And yeah, we're excited to bring SparkSwap. So this is the newest project under the EMP umbrella. We were having a discussion earlier about real yield. And, protocols are going to focus on, yes, real yield models. And, part of the fees in this we're going to talk about, but it also supports the EMP mothership as well. So we've had an incredible start. We've only been live for about 4 days, and we already have $3.2 million of TVL and over 600,000.
How'd you get this?
Yeah, man.
How'd you get this TVL? I don't even understand.
I know, bro. We have a great community, and we are really the only thing hype right now on Pulsechain. So again, pun intended. I think we may have sparked a bull run on Pulsechain. We purposely had been waiting, especially with all the recent news with Richard Heart. Again, love him or hate him.
Right.
We are supporters. I'm an original OG Hexican, and you can't argue with the community that Pulse has. So we had this under our hat for a while, and after we felt was pretty much a bottom with all the FUD and everything that came out, we felt it was the right time to launch. So and I think people have responded. Yeah, the chart looks really good. We're on a bit of a pullback now, but everything again is based on real yield. So this is as if a DEX had a baby with the Tomb Fork. So we have a lot of really unique mechanisms that we're going to talk about that make this very different than your typical AMM or DEX. So yeah, I know you're going through the farms now.
This looks like a Tomb Fork to me, which is like, yeah, man, because this is what people want to see. They don't want to hear you and me talk. They want to see how much money they're going to make.
I know, brother. Yes. All right. Awesome.
In a day.
Yeah. So yeah, the APRs right now are pretty incredible. Again, just to give some more background, Spark is inflationary to begin with. There's about 10 Spark minted every block, which again equates to about 1 Spark every second. And that's again how we're able to have these great APRs in the beginning. But Dow King, what is the number one thing that usually happens with reward tokens?
Rewards tokens generally collapse and they go to zero.
Exactly, brother. There is undeniable selling pressure on the reward tokens. And so we have solved this with a very unique mechanism called the Sparkler. And so you're able to earn your Spark, but rather than selling it and dumping yep, right there. If you click on that, you go to Sparkler. Rather than selling your Spark for profit, you're able to actually stake your Spark into Sparkler and earn revenue from the protocol. So all the revenue, all the fees within SparkSwap are sold to be converted to more Spark and PLS LP, which simultaneously puts buying pressure on Spark and Pulse and deepens our liquidity. And then you're able to earn Spark PLS from Sparkler, unpair the LP, keep the Pulse side as profit without ever having to sell the Spark token, and use your Spark to go back into Sparkler for even more rewards. So this is what makes our project really different. and it's been bullish for sure.
So let me try to understand this. Okay. What I would do is I would go into the Sparkler with my Spark token and I would stake it, and then I would earn Spark and the PLS token in an LP, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then how is this helping the whole ecosystem? Because you said eventually it's going to become deflationary. How does that help the whole system?
Yeah, so we have a lot of killer plans on the horizon. Again, over time, we'll have other mechanisms that will make the Spark token deflationary. But in the interim, again, we're all Degens at heart. We love the high APR, and the money has to come from somewhere. So you do have to have this inflationary mechanism. But Sparkler really helps because you are essentially burning the token. So again, we have the same sort of calculation that Hex used. Again, shout out to all the Hexkins. You are able to create what we call shares, and those shares are based on how much you lock up and for how long you lock up. And so what happens is you can get a much larger percentage of the protocol rewards by locking your Spark up for, say 10 years, which is the maximum. And that again essentially burns the reward token. So if enough people do long 10-year stakes in Sparkler, then the reward token actually becomes deflationary. So that's really powerful. These are the average ROI and APR calculations. Again, APR is a lagging indicator, so obviously it'll fluctuate. But longer pays better in Sparkler, and the more people that understand that, the less selling pressure we will see, and then the higher the APRs, and it triggers a flywheel of positivity for price and liquidity in Spark.
Got it. So if I only stake it for one day, I'll only get 2.94% over a year.
Yeah. So that's a
Right?
day. So no, that would be a day. So even right now, the 1-day stakes are still super
Oh,
profitable.
this is
Yeah.
a day?
Yes, brother. So again, we've been seeing.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute. So the 7 one. Wait a minute. So the 7, this is over a 7-day period. I'm going to see that much over a 7-day period.
Yes, correct. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
The Sparkler.
where'd AJ
Yeah.
go? Can you hear me?
Are you there?
Okay.
Yeah, brother. You're coming loud and clear. You're breaking up. You hear me now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that is the reality. I mean, again, we're only 4 days old, so just like in a Tomb Fork, when the boardroom is printing like crazy, you got to capitalize while you can. But Sparkler again is putting out these incredible APRs.
Dude, this is like a Tomb Fork. I love this. This is like real money here.
Yeah, so it's a much better.
This is like you made a degen.
Yeah, you're there. Sorry,
You made a
Doc, can you-
degen project of a DEX. Congratulations.
Exactly, brother. That is it. We have, but again, there is
Am I going in and out for you?
You are, brother. It's bad. Yeah. You're like way delayed.
Really? It's so strange. I mean, you're choppy for me. Really? It's so bizarre. Welcome to the internet these days. Not the greatest.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the most part, what I'm understanding here is this. This particular project is a combination of a Tomb Fork versus a DEX kind of brought together in a degen way, correct?
Yeah, totally. I mean, that is how we're starting off and we're getting adoption. But there's a lot more to it than that as well, because we are focused on real yield rather than just runaway inflation. So again, let's back up a little bit, and maybe you had mentioned in the very earlier part of the AMA that there would be a way to get involved with very low risk. And so, an
This
example
is
of
it.
that, yeah, exactly, would be going into DAI or wrapped ETH, or even some of the other
The
farms
pools.
that have um, stable tokens, and you can literally just single stake in these pools. You earn from those pools without any impermanent loss. There is a 4% in and a 4% out fee. Again, that goes to feed Sparkler. But
Mhm.
once you make that up, you're essentially profiting every day. And so the idea is that rather than selling your Spark token, which again we're all here to make money, and again we get this at EMP a lot, that we encourage people not to sell, but Sparkler is the game changer because you're able to profit in actual PLS from Sparkler without ever having to sell the Spark token. So that is
Mm.
a fundamental difference. And once people actually wrap their head around it, it could do wonders for the price. So right now we're still in discovery mode. So we've been all over the place, but yeah, it really is promising. And one of the major things I want to talk about is our bridge. So we will be releasing the first, or at least the only working BSC to Pulse bridge. So this will be ready hopefully in a day or two. I'm sorry, in a week or two. No more than 2 weeks for sure. The code is already done. We just have to make sure that we have enough liquidity. And the only token you'll be able to bridge with is EMP. So this will do wonders for the utility of EMP and give everybody the long-awaited option of bridging funds through EMP through to BSC or from BSC to Pulse. So again, one of the major issues with adoption right now on Pulse is that the main bridge is only available on ETH. So a lot of the fees are crazy on ETH, and even using third party like SimpleSwap or Change.io,
Yeah.
they're giving 40% impact fees right now. So yeah, it's really hindering adoption, and so we feel like we can get a ton of market share, being the first or at least the only working BSC to Pulse bridge, and all the fees generated from the bridge go back to supporting the Sparkler. So again, I mean, it's real yield. We're not
Beautiful.
relying on just new users. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you got a lot of different things going on here, and you're doing some innovative things, which is always helps. But I mean, you're off to a great start, $3.2 million, and you haven't even done any marketing yet. So
Yeah, totally.
the
You're one
Spark
of
token is
yeah,
uh, is
yeah, you're
just
one of the first
waiting. Basically, as we've
AMAs.
been talking, I've seen your liquidity go up a little bit.
Yep, no doubt, brother. Sorry, you're breaking up really bad again. So yeah, we only started rolling out. You're one of the first AMAs we love coming to the Dow King and all of your followers. You guys understand, how to participate in these protocols, and yeah, I mean it's super bullish. So we're excited for the future.
I love it, man. I love it. I love the sparkler. I love the pools. So the pools, guys, keep in mind, you guys want to ask any questions, please follow these guys on Discord, or you can even come into my own Discord. A lot of guys in my Discord are very well versed in all this stuff. But basically, this is a risk-free way to earn free money. You just got to worry about this 4% deposit and withdrawal. So you got to make 8% back. So if you put $1,000, $80 is gone. But you're hoping with the APY over 7 or 8 or 9 days that you're going to make back the money. And if you're not doing anything with your DAI or with your wrapped ETH or with your wrapped Pulsechain token, and I have some laying around, it's a good place to just put some. And, if you're going to be in here for 20, 30 days, you can obviously 30 days, you're making 52% return.
Yeah,
So this is what you got to think about. You're giving up 8%, but you're potentially making 46 or 50 or 30% return. And this is what a lot of people like about these type of projects. Um, I think AJ's kind of figured out a better mousetrap here. So pretty cool.
Yeah, brother, no doubt. So, and again, yeah, happy to answer any questions in any of our socials. Again, this is super early. We come to Dow King as early as we can, and we're
Yeah.
gonna really be ramping up a lot of our marketing. We have a big PLS influencer that is excited about this that hopefully will be released over the weekend. So yeah, man, come get involved. You know, obviously APRs do fluctuate, but on these single asset pools, it's about as low risk as possible. And then rather than selling your Spark, put it in the Sparkler to earn, you know, on top of what you're already earning. And that again helps the protocol and the token price, because as we can level out the token price, again, there's a misconception, and you know this, Dow King. Everybody in crypto wants their token to moon, and yeah, obviously we love when a token goes up, but in protocols like this, it's about the yield. So you really have to prioritize earning yield rather than just hoping that a token goes up. So yeah, we're really excited for that. And again, Sparkler has been a monster. So the APR could potentially even get higher in the Sparkler, because again, it's using real rewards. And one more thing too, I want to mention. It says farm protocol fees and ink rewards. Well, we are built on top of the native DEX of Pulse, and we're able to rehypothecate some of the pools or farms rather, two of them. The if you go to farms, it'll say. But yeah, those two are able to earn ink rewards, which is the reward token of the Pulse native chain. So there you go, PLSX PLS. And see how it says a little icon right there that says Pulse X, and the DAI PLS LP. There's another next to the 4 and the 5X. That means that those pools are eligible for additional rewards, and then we take those ink rewards and we sell them for more Spark to buy back Spark and PLS, create the Spark PLS
Spark.
LP, yep, and put that into the Sparkler.
It's really cool, man. I actually like the Sparkler. I like the way you're doing this. I like the bridge. I like the pools. You made it easy. This is one of the easier like some of these dexes now. I don't know what's going on. And I'm an OG expert. And I'm like, I gotta do what and do what and do what and do what. This one, it's straightforward. I don't have to think. Basically, a 10-year-old can do it. This is what you want to see. So I appreciate it. I like the way it's so easy to conceptualize, and I like the way you have something for everyone. You want to be a total degen, go for it. You want to be a little bit less risky, go into the pools. You want to be you want to take some of your Spark and sell some, and you want to put some in the Sparkler to earn more and keep adding on to it. All sorts of strategies you could do here, and I think this is brilliant. This could be one of the few new models that comes out if this works. Obviously, it's it's on Pulsechain. You could expand it to other chains if this works. So congrats. This looks great.
Thank you, brother. Absolutely. And yeah, bro, you dropped some unintentional alpha as well. But yeah, I mean, 100%. This is all EVM compatible, so we could absolutely launch, additional dexes on other chains. And again, that all feeds real revenue back to EMP as well. I know we have a few other AMAs scheduled with you with our EMP Fusion and our L1 Dex. So again, we're essentially going to these other chains, building dexes that we can then utilize back for the overall L1 dex as well. So it's all part of the master plan. Again, I think a lot of people are well, why is EMP doing another project? Like, they don't understand that we're 5 steps ahead, building an entire infrastructure. Ecosystem. Yeah, exactly, brother. Exactly.
Yeah, you guys are building an ecosystem. I get it. Yep. Listen, you got to build out here. You can't be stagnant. It's funny because a lot of these projects don't build anything and they get away with it. And people are always like, why don't you build? Why don't you build? You guys aren't doing anything. And then the guys like you who build, people go, oh, you're building too much. You can't win out here. But I'd rather see project leaders, especially in a downturn, keep trying and keep building, like AJ, like a lot of these other guys. Even MDB. A lot of these guys are building. You want to build, you want to always be building, because if you're not building, you're just going to be stagnant when the next bull run comes. So I'm actually very excited for all of this. I'm excited you keep going.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot, man. And we're out here just trying to do right by everybody that has supported us. We never give up. I mean, I'm still to this day putting in, 12-hour days trying to get everybody back on track, and all the people that participated with our protocols. And we're going to continue to build and deliver. And it may take a little bit longer, than we had hoped for, but when the bull run comes back to, we're going to be set up so perfectly for all the new volume. Yeah.
Everyone is down 90%, 95% from the top. That's just the fact, guys. It's not, it doesn't mean a project is bad that's down 90%. There's a lot of projects me and AJ were talking about that have 2, 3, 4 times the cash reserves in their treasuries and what the tokens are worth. There's a lot of projects like this. The price is no longer indicative of the quality of the team or the project. Those days are gone. Everyone's in basically the shitter as it is.
Yeah, 100%, brother. And the people that realize that, those are the people that are going to make it, So, yeah, shout out to you, your whole community. Thank you again, man.
AJ, thanks. I'm going to start playing around with this myself because I got some stuff on Pulsechain. I actually got it on that Pulserate. What is that? That Pulserate Tomb Fork. So I'm going to bring it over here.
So shout out.
This pays more.
It does. Right now it does. And shout out to Pulserate and other projects on Pulse. I can't confirm nor deny, but we may end up doing some partner pools with a lot of those projects too. So we have a lot in the works. I mean, this is only the beginning. Yeah, totally, brother. Yep.
You guys should. I love it. Thanks, AJ. Everyone go follow AJ's. I'll put the Discord links down there if you guys have questions for them at the SparkSwap. And then if you have any questions, I have a lot of people in my community that are really smart about the stuff and strategies and stuff like that. This is easy money, low-hanging fruit.
Yep, no doubt. We'd love to have their feedback too. Anyway, and we do have an audit on the way. OX Guard will be finished hopefully tomorrow. And again, I mean, we're fully doxed, but everybody likes to see that. And a lot of other great things in the works. We'll have our own documents as well ready. Hopefully, literally as we're doing this AMA, there'll be a GitHub or Gitbook up on the website.
Beautiful.
So, yep.
Thanks again, AJ. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, guys.
All right, brother.
Take care.
Bye-bye.